you, and a big howdy to y'all. uh, good morning. And I'm going to talk a little bit about trick roping and the Wild West show. And we're going to later on show a couple kids how to actually spin a rope. And it was back in 1882, the Buffalo Bill from North Platte was asked to put on a show for the 4th of July. So he put together some rough stock riders. They rode buffalo, they rode rough stock, and put on a show called the Old Glory Blowout. And the show was so successful that he'd been going back east and talking about the Wild West on the vaudeville stages, and decided, well, the people back east are very curious about what's happening out in the West. So he said, I think I'll put together a Wild West show. So he did, and the circus people, Barnum and Bailey, arranged for a train to take the show. There were 300 performers, longhorn steers, buffalo, mules, horses, wagons. They put them all on the train and they went back east. Trick roping was originated in Mexico by Charro by the name of Vicente Oropesa, and he was from Puebla, Mexico. This is him, and he was hired on the Buffalo Bill Wild West show. Buffalo Bill had international acts. He had the Russian trick riders, he had the Charros, the Mexican ropers, and the British drill teams, and different acts on his show. It was a 2-hour show, and they started, sometimes they do 2 shows a day, but they carried canvas and seating for 18,000 people. And they had 3 skill acts. The skill acts were the trick riding, the trick roping, and the sharp shooting. Now Vicente back in Mexico was manipulating a rope back and forth in this manner. Found out he could do spinning tricks with a rope. And that's how it was created down in Mexico. And then as more Wild West shows started to appear down in Oklahoma after Buffalo Bill's, the American cowboy created their own style of trick roping, where they do more multiple tricks and horseback roping and different style of roping, jumping through the loop and things like this. So American cowboy kind of had their own style, and the Mexican charro, of course, did a very graceful style of roping. But you'll see me doing both the Mexican roping tricks as well as those Will Rogers, Monty Montana, all those trick ropers perform.